A's been bullish for the past couple of weeks, so I just pretty much wanted to continue with that. So I gave myself a structural range. And if I turn the sessions on, okay, so within this structural range here, I could see that the catalyst move that essentially drove price higher here started from the leg here, which happened in Asia, right? On top of that happening in Asia, it happened within a range. It happened within this range. If I zoom into the 15-minute, let's just do the 30, a little bit less data. That same catalyst move here that was created, it happened within the range of New York, right? So below this low here, I figured that might be a lot of sell side liquidity, right? So if I zoom into New York, I can see that in New York there was a demand zone wick here that mitigated a previous demand zone here. So I wasn't really too concerned about catching anything here. I just wanted to see how price reacted after taking Asia sell side liquidity, and to see that price came down here and just mitigated 50% of this once more again, just pretty much feeling complete order flow. So from there, if I zoom into the 5-minute and I remove the sessions, this is where I'm explaining how my entry came about. So from here, just simply analyzing where we are in structure. So just highlighting structural legs so I can get a good point here. Lower low, lower high. And from here, this is where price shifted to a higher low. Higher low, higher high. So we tiptoed price from a scalp perspective had broke structure back to the upside, okay? So nice reaction, 50% threshold. Price then regress, low maintains, maintenance, low maintains. We got a scalp breaker structure to the upside. Now it's game time to play ball, right? So before any of this was here, I knew that price would come back and run all of these lows, because these were essentially the catalyst to go create this. But from here, I could see post this catalyst move, this is where price shifted from this impulse change of behavior, shifted here. So there's probably a lot of sell side liquidity below these lows. And right here in this 5-minute demand zone was my point of interest. This right here is what I would consider the MP, some manipulative price action here. You got an impulse. A lot of liquidity was built here in this range here. But then you get a nice impulse leg up and then a very sharp move down, kind of sweep that liquidity off tap into the demand zone. Now if we're talking about targets, my target was, I could look up here and see where New York and Asia had created relatively equal highs. So I knew that and New York, Asia, and London created relatively equal highs here. So I knew there's a lot of liquidity resting above here. So this is a 30-minute actually. I could see that this here was a big demand zone. On here, very minimum wick to body, right? And it was right above all of this liquidity here. So that was my target. Which turned out to be a 12-1. Very simple trade. What I really want to emphasize in this small breakdown was how Asia can typically create that sell side liquidity within a higher time frame structure range, right? And then I love to see when Asia creates these catalysts within a New York. Right? So it's essentially just completing the order flow. Asia sell side liquidity. Prime time setup.